Pisces, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It's a message for Pisces, sun, moon, and rising sign Pisces energy. So even if you're not a Pisces birthday, then this could be for you, because there could be Pisces placements in your natal chart that you're not aware of that are being triggered right now. And that's why the energy is connecting with you right now, so you can hear this message at just the right time. And this is where the message begins. Pisces, we have bring your ideas to life. So something is coming alive. Now, I just got this message, almost like a warning, but because this is usually a good card, this is a beautiful energy. This is a sense of something is popping off for you, something is happening, but it's also a testament to the power of your mind and where you put your energy. So something that you have been thinking about is coming to life. Something that you have been processing and believing in is coming to life. If that is intentional and that is something that you have been working on, this is wonderful news. But if it's something that you've been letting your mind run wild with, you've been letting your mind be scared of, you've been talking over and over and over in your head about, then it could also be coming to life, and you're starting to see sparks of reality there too. A lot of us don't understand how much our thoughts sort of guide what we experience. And so what you've been seeing, what you've been focusing on, is what is coming to life right now, for better or for worse. Now, most of the time, this card means the better. It means that something is finally popping off and you're seeing it manifest into reality. But let's see how this is all playing out. Remember, Pisces, I'm going to divide this deck multiple times. And as the cards fall out, I'm going to leave them where they lay, because that is just part of the reading. If you want a personal reading, I have a couple, I do provide those, and I have, I think, one or maybe two more slots for this week. Go to my website, www.bornwithoutboundariestarot.com, and you can book and schedule everything right there. You will have your messages as quick as I can get them to you. Nothing over 24 hours of when you scheduled for. So you get your messages very, very quickly, regardless of, whatever reading that you sign up for. Okay. If you haven't yet, maybe you're just discovering this channel, welcome. My name is Michelle Pisces. I'm so glad to have you here. Please go ahead and subscribe to the channel, help us grow. And then you have the opportunity to hit that notification bell and select all notifications so that you'll know when I go live. And you can participate in the free public tarot card readings I do here if that's something that interests you. I'm happy to have you. All right, almost done. And then we're going to cleanse the energy with the sound bowl. Okay. Okay. Ready? See if anything else wants to pop out. We are definitely headed into the future now. Pisces, This was a mystery. This was an unknown. Maybe there was a certain, let me just see if I can fix this one real quick. Okay. There was a certain mask here. Life is a mystery. You didn't know how things were going to go. This is usually a sense of hiding. Something was hiding. Maybe you didn't want to be seen, or you weren't ready to be seen. You weren't really sure about something, so you wanted to stay into the background or mask how you were feeling about it. Or this is something or a situation or someone that you were dealing with where you weren't quite certain, because it's like you knew that they weren't opening up to you, or there was so many unknowns that seemed also intentional to like keep you away from, or that you weren't certain of, right? The sense of, you knew if somebody wasn't lying to you, they certainly weren't revealing the entire truth to you. Now that could happen for many different reasons. It doesn't have to mean that they didn't have your best intentions at heart. It could have been because they weren't sure of you, right? Or they have a little harder time opening up. If this is a person, if this is a situation, it could have just been that things weren't decided yet. Nobody knew how it was going to go. So there was a definite unknowns, but it does, with the bobcat, I always see this as a mask. But then again, it's also possibility and potential. It's like you don't know it's there until it's right in front of you, and then you just got to roll with whatever's happening. And then we have bring your ideas to life. Maybe in some level you weren't quite sure about the idea itself. You were still constructing it or coming up with it, or you were vetting your certainty about the situation, but now there's certainty. Now there's a sense of, now I know, now I'm ready. Believe in yourself, being willing. This is Virgo energy, which is your opposite end of the zodiac wheel energy. This sense of practicality and pragmatism. In other words, this is a good sign on the other side of this card, because it means you are willing to plant your seed somewhere. You are willing and open. It's like you're ready to root somewhere. You're ready to see the value in something. You see the value in something. You're giving it a shot. You're certain that you want it to grow and to cultivate, and you're certain that you want to maybe dedicate yourself long term to something, or recognizing that you're worth it as well. And so now trusting a situation that might have been new for you, that you weren't certain of, and now there's a certainty here. And we have then time to collaborate. This could have everything to do with partnership. It could be romantic partnership, business partnership, but this sense of, now that you're sure about yourself, now that you're certain about this circumstance, you're ready to plant this seed. You know you're going to grow, and you're not going to have to do it alone, is what I'm saying. That you're ready to work with somebody. You're ready to put things together, put maybe 2 and 2 together with somebody. And you know that in some ways, the only way that you're going to be able to develop and grow from this point on is to collaborate and combine your talents and skills with somebody else's talents and skills. This might be a little bit beyond this week, but this is where this energy is leading. Something you were not sure of. Now all of a sudden it's certain, it's come into reality, or you can touch it now. And you're ready to commit and plant that seed, believing, having conviction now that you didn't have before, which will eventually lead to being able to welcome somebody else in to this situation. All right, Pisces, let's get into the details. How does this week end up? I like to get the 7th day or see the resolution for the week. As we do the 7 steps for the week, we're going to see how everything plays out. For Pisces, what's the resolution here? Okay. That doesn't make much sense. Resolution, please. Nope, I'm going to stop. I got to see what leads up to this. Okay. So we have Aries energy here. we have, which is independence. It's going it alone. It's being certain of yourself. It's also maybe dealing with somebody who is in charge of large sums of money or has a lot of influence or power. This could be very boss energy. Somebody's very certain of themselves. But then we have the sense of not really sure. That's the mystery. You knew who you were aiming at. You knew who you were aiming for, or you knew who you were working with, but you didn't know what they were thinking and they hadn't made a decision yet. So that was the mystery. There was some sort of circumstance here where you knew the quality, you knew the capability of this opportunity or this situation, but they hadn't made a decision yet. That's what the King of Swords kind of lopped on its side was about, this sense of, okay, what do you want to do in the future? But somebody wasn't sure. Somebody wasn't certain. Maybe it was you. But whatever it is, that's where we start. That sort of uncertainty, which is why the life is a mystery shows up. You're still waiting for an answer from somebody who's maybe executive of some sort, a leader, I don't know, a bank, whatever it is. There's just that energy of a lot of kings and the emperor there. So somebody that likes to stay in control of the situation, somebody that knows what they're doing, and other people know they know what they're doing, and somebody that has a lot of control over the situation. But there's integrity there as well. You just hadn't heard the communication. So what's day 2? We have something rushing in. Opportunities being, maybe a lot of opportunities were rushing at them. That's why they couldn't get back to you in time. There wasn't certainty. There's some sort of disappointment here. You're disappointed in the past because what was in the past was you rushed to make this happen, and then it's like you were excited about it, but you didn't hear anything. Also, this sense of maybe you felt like you rushed into the situation and you were questioning your decision making, right? So there was some sort of disappointment that happened here with regards to the past, which kept somebody in contemplation, because I think the disappointment was exacerbated by the fact that you weren't hearing anything, or now all of a sudden, I don't know how I feel about it, or I don't know how they feel about me. Day 2, this is how the process went. Day 2, there was some sort of, I think about a disappointment. Now you weren't even sure if something was on the table anymore because you were disappointed about maybe things stopping in the past, or a decision, something not moving forward here, or action not being taken or being slowed down. So what happens day 3? There's a new beginning. There's a new interest. There's a new chance. There's a new opportunity. Then we have scorpionic energy, which means a resurrection. It also means a new opportunity coming on the flip side of, I don't know, something ending or something finishing. A new opportunity to take action. It's almost like you had to start something completely over again. Like you had to start from the beginning. Because something was over, it was finished. And maybe round 1 was like, oh, you didn't get what you wanted. Round 1 was like something was put to rest. Something was had to. It's almost like you had to start from scratch, right? After you didn't hear from something. Let's clarify. This Scorpio card could have been also a Pisces, a new start with a Scorpio. No, 5 of Pentacles meant that everything had been taken out of it. Everything had sort of, it just turned up broke, and you hadn't heard anything. That's what it was. Yeah. Maybe because there was no funding or no money, or somebody was dealing with some hardship, and so there was no communication. But all of a sudden now, it seems like this gets a new little, like a little sprout of life comes back, a little flame starts up again. And then we have day 3. And then we have abundance. Who is this? A mother figure? Resources, resource rich, certainty. What happens here? somebody is willing to invest in you. We have somebody that shows up or calls up. It's in the same vein or along the same subject matter, but it's coming from a different person. But the person has as much influence and as much strength and maybe even more earning power or resources because they're really strong in resources. This is this is certainty or security, maybe even maternity or a maternal figure helping to secure you or being secure about them. Okay? Day 5 for Pisces. This is your magic, working your magic, knowing what you're capable of. And then what we have that comes out is, look at this. You've really turned things around. You've really opened the door. This is your ability now to trust in your talents and skills and be able to finally commit to going in a different direction. You are moving in a different direction, or you're deciding to finally kind of take that step out the door and move toward something that's meant a lot to you. You're seeing by day 5 that there is a shift that has come and that you're capable of actually leaning into the shift, that it's actually secured. Whatever this is, let's ask. What is this changing? I think your magic and your talents and skills have changed the situation for you. I think that your hard work has changed the situation for you. And now you're able to actually believe that you're capable of going in this direction. This could actually be actual movement too. Okay, a decision to like, finally I'm ready, right? And then what about day 6? We have victory and success and clarity. We have certainty. We have a message coming through. We have something that makes you realize that your decision was a really, really good one. You know, this sense of communication. Okay, confirmation I just heard. Confirmation about what? What is this? What is this certainty? What is this assuredness? What is this? That something's 10 of Swords. It's about something being finished or something being done, or now you're sure about where all the pain and where all the suffering was coming from. There's clarity now that a situation has ended, but it was a tough situation. It's a tough situation that you're ready. It's a tough situation that was burdening you, that was costing you too much. And it's almost like now you're ready to like lop it off and not have to do that kind of work. You were taking on a lot of work and responsibility to constantly heal the bleed, whatever. It didn't have to be literal bleeding, but like whatever was the injury was causing you repeatedly over and over and over again. Right. And there's that sense of it's almost like liberation or freedom, feeling really good about it's almost like you're finally able to realize how much responsibility or burden you were taking on because of how many people were stabbing you in the back, or how this situation was just not going to work out. But the Ace of Swords means that you're happy that you realized it, means that this is actually successful. Like it's like you've discovered what was bleeding you. You discovered what was making you sick, what was hurting you. You've discovered what's got to go. And one of the things that drives us most crazy is knowing there's a problem, but not knowing how to fix it because you're not really sure where it's coming from. Well, by day 6, you're going to be absolutely certain where it's coming from, and you're going to be able to take immediate action with this level of clarity that comes through. Let's get a moon card. Okay, so we have, what do you need to release emotionally? This has been building. And I think it's been building maybe especially since the new moon, when you start to see new opportunities and you start to see new availability and you start to see new doors opening for you. But it's like, what you can't fit through those new doors when you're carrying all that old baggage. And so it's like, okay, well, what do I need to release to be able to walk through that door? Because I'm sure that I want to walk through that door. And it's like, I'm so ready to just lop off those burdens. Now, emotionally, you are ready for that. And as a water sign, that's sort of the green light for everything that we do. When we are finally capable of being enough is enough, I'm done, I have no more emotions for this, or I'm recognizing now that I have something too good in front of me. I'm not holding on to this crap anymore. It's like you're ready to put the baggage down. Let's go to the extended, because I'm going to read into the 7th day and understand how this week resolves. And then we're going to get deeper into the extended reading. I can't wait to see you guys there. Link is down below. It's also in pinned to the top of the comment section. I'll see you guys there.